Extreme leadership. That's our theme. Self-leadership. How we get to be extreme leaders. The foundation, where it all starts. Helping us to look in the mirror and solve problems in our personal relational lives. Then having the integrity that we need to make sure that our words and our actions are lining up, that our priorities and what we do about them, there's alignment, integrity. Now we're moving to the final session. Self-discipline. Hey, it takes self-discipline to do all this. It's not easy. It's not even all that fun to talk about, and I understand that. I wish that we could just be self-disciplined one time in our life and that carry us through, don't you? Hey, get to January of every year and say, okay, if I'm self-disciplined for the first week of January, that'll carry me the year. No, it will not. And I think sometimes maybe we live that way. Some people, and we think that just because we were disciplined at one point, maybe in our diet or with our exercise, that is enough to carry us through. Well, it's not. And so I want to challenge us in this session to really analyze this whole aspect of self-discipline in regards to leading ourselves well first. I always wonder about someone that's way out of shape physically, talking about and helping others be physically fit. It just doesn't look right, doesn't work well for me. And when it comes to extreme leadership, I think we need to really be extreme in leading ourselves with self-discipline. Oh, how I wish that this were easy, or that I could give you something to automatically make you be self-disciplined. Hey, I'd get rich on that. But I can't. I just know that you have to focus on it. And whatever we focus on will attract into our life. One of the things I've noticed, we live in a world that doesn't help us. In other words, it's negative. And I think about my industry in particular, where I'm really helping add value to people. It's very important for me to eliminate and be disciplined enough to eliminate negative stuff. Because I know that I can't give good stuff that's really going to help people grow and really be successful in life if all I bring into my life is bad stuff. And so I have to have the self-discipline to every day put the good stuff in. And what I've noticed is if I continually keep the good stuff in, it keeps the bad stuff flushed out. And when I stop putting the good stuff in, the bad stuff creeps right back in because it's kind of just called life. It just kind of happens to us. I can remember when I was a teenager, I used to go to the buffets and just load up all the food because I could, because I was burning it off. And so I think this area of self-discipline, we have to look at it, and it's at different times in our life requires different levels. Have you noticed that? So what I used to be able to get away with eating, I can't do that now. I have to apply more self-discipline in the particular area of my diet than I used to. That's tough. I've had to cut out bread and sugar. I like bread. I like sweet things. I tell you what, one of those chocolate thunders from down under. Now, I just love that thing, and it's full of sugar and bread, and it's just all kinds of good. But hey, look, if I ate that every day, if I didn't have the self-discipline to refrain, I'd be extreme, but not in a good way. So I understand that this is a hard thing, but I want to challenge you, just like I challenge myself every day. What are you doing to really lead yourself well in this area of self-discipline? You need to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How disciplined are you? How self-disciplined are you to lead yourself? And one of the things that we've talked about a lot is getting the right people around you, a support group. It's hard to do this alone. So getting someone around you to help you on this journey is so important. But if we want to be extreme leaders, we're going to have to lead ourselves well. We're going to have the self-discipline in our life to get the integrity, to make sure our words and actions line up, to be able to gain the knowledge and information that we need to equip ourselves well so that we can solve problems in the area of our personal relationships. So we're talking about self-leadership. It's tough, but it's the foundation. It's the starting point of becoming an extreme leader. And that extreme leader being a selfless, courageous person that influences and inspires lasting greatness in others. Take the challenge to evaluate your own self-discipline.